you seen her lately? She could be your mother, your sister, your friend, or the girl that you said you in love with.
It's a very thought-provoking track, you know.
Right.
I mean, because people are going to see the title and they're going to think, oh, I'm going to hear me a little love ballad.
Yeah,
well,
a lot of people think it's like about a girl that I'm in love with. Yeah.
But nah, that's not, you listen to the lyrics, man.
No,
You got that's what I like about your style. You got to listen to the lyrics to absorb the content of what you're saying. You know,
no doubt, man. You just growing up, like the cats that I grew up listening to. I'm influenced by those individuals, who had lyrics, and lyricism was very big, and now that I've like transitioned and become like this soul artist, even when I look at my inspiration from the 50s to the 80s, soul music, it still had something to say, The cats wasn't rapping, but the music still had a message. It still had
it's all the same.
The song still had a start, a middle, and an end, and at the end of the day, that's what I try to do. Because the great thing about the music is that you can have a song that doesn't have to be about anything, but it's just grooving. You're saying some fly stuff, and it get people dancing, and that's super dope. But then it also has the ability to have a message, get people dancing, and then they hear the message later on, like, oh snap, I never knew this was like this. This jams too, but this jam on the surface, but they got some layers to this.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the type of music I would like to be able to do. That's good that you broke it down like that. It's good. And that leads to my next question. You were talking about your inspirations. What would you consider your biggest inspiration, like as artist-wise, as far as your take on music?
There's a couple different artists who are like my biggest influence, especially now. The Temptations is one of my.
Who is your favorite Temptation? Tell me right.
Oh, who's my favorite Temptation? Oh, that's a good.
Just like that.
No one asked me that.
What? These this don't know about music. They don't know. See, that's why they don't ask you that.
Right.
I'll tell you mine. Even though he was the worst, he was the worst, but. You already knew it was the worst, but I love him. I love Ruffin, man. I love Ruffin.
Wow. I think my favorite Temptation, it probably have to be Eddie Kendricks.
Eddie Kendricks, yeah. I thought you might say him. It was fly. It was cold. Eddie Kendricks was cold. That's good.
Yeah, right. Like Eddie. So the Temptations are one of my favorite groups, just because of like their style, their elegance, like the epitome of like what a man look like. I'm very inspired by that. Lyrically, I'm inspired by songwriters like this guy named Tom Bell, and he was popular with helping usher the Philadelphia soul music. So groups like the Delphonics, the Stylistics, even what's the guy's name, like Lou Rawls, later on, the Spinners. Like, he was involved in writing and producing a lot of their music, and which happens to be a lot of my favorite music. So his writing inspires me, and then writers like Neo, even today, contemporary artist Neo, and there's somebody else that I'm blanking on, but I draw a lot from just like a lot of soul though.
Do you have a favorite local artist other than yourself? What do you mean?
Other than myself.
You gotta be your favorite shit.
I don't have any favorite, like, overall. I have to put it in categories, like my favorite, like, business minded artists to like watch in the cities, and it's not even one, but the whole collective, like Doomtree.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like the way that they handle their business and actually run a business as musicians. So they inspired me from a music business standpoint.
Getting that brand down.
Yeah, you know. So I draw a lot of inspiration, like I said, from the business aspect, but musically, a lot of my inspiration come from, like I said, the 50s through the 80s.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna phone that. I'm gonna show you. You probably can't see it on camera, but you can vouch. I'm just gonna show you what my Spotify playlists look like, because it's crazy. Because that's all I do, like listen to soul music.
Oh yes, just no old music.
Right. So
original music.
So you already see, there's 11 playlists in this one folder called Soul. 50s to the 80s, 90s to the thousands, neo soul. But look how many songs are in here?
3,051 songs in the 50s to the 80s.
3,051
3,051 songs, 50s to the 80s. It's all kind of Otis Reddings.
Divided by
all kind of Aretha Franklin's.
For real. So check this out. So if we do the math, if we do 3,051 songs divided by 24 hours in a day, it's 127 days that I can leave this on play and it won't repeat a song until 127 days later. Like that's how much like soul music I consume, and like going back and getting artists' whole discographies and add them to the playlist, and like going to listen and study Curtis Mayfield, what he sounded like on his last album, and then what he sounded like on his first album. So it's a lot of studying lyrically, and then a lot of studying musically, and see what they did and how even the sonics were different when they recorded like in the 60s, because they was working on like 4 tracks, and then when they got 8 tracks and like 12 tracks in the 70s, it was allowed to do more things, and the sound's different. So I'm just always studying the music. That's what.
What's up? You ever have to forever be a student.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Any master of anything will tell you that they're only a master because they've always been a student. You always got to learn. And I'm a 50-degree black belt. I'm a master, but I'm still a student.
Yeah, man. I was looking at all these.
Oh yeah, got a little hardware up there. That's past victories and stuff. Kicking people in the chest. That's what we do.
That's crazy.
But hey,
So let me ask you something. What are you currently a student of?
I'm a student of Taekwondo. I'm a student of writing. As a writer, whether you're a singer or whether you're a rapper, even if you just write in your head, you always have to keep evolving your style.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I'm constantly a student of that. I would say I'm just a student of life, trying to be better.
No doubt.
Anything.
No doubt.
Trying to be better how you handle situations that you might have handled them differently before. So
Exactly.
being a student of life, that's what that means. You're just trying to evolve as a person, while keeping the core moral value. Oh shit, I'm a poet.
Indeed.
So what's your have you had a favorite song that you've made that you recorded?
Yeah, for different reasons, I think.
Or just one that stands out to the most, that like kind of just it means the most to you. You would say.
I don't think I have that song yet.
You don't have that one yet.
No, not yet. And as you talked about being a student of life and a student of writing, I think of like my style has just like evolved to get me to this point where I'm in my lane of soul music, and that's what I do. And those are the people I'm trying to reach out to, the soul lovers. So now that I'm in this lane, I feel like some of that music will come out. Like I have like 2-3 concept albums that are yet to be rapped, wrote down, sung, but all of these I feel like will be those pieces.
I think this is very positive. I mean, I've always been very vocal about how much talent Minneapolis has.
Yeah.
You know, and how people in Minneapolis are asleep on how much talent Minneapolis has.
No, for sure.
You know,
I agree.
And so, you know, and I think it's wonderful that we have a young person that's, you know, embracing soul music, and you know, and trying to, you know, inject soul into people. You know, like everything comes in cycles.
Yeah,
you know, soul was big. Soul was how huge was soul 25, 30 years ago? You know, and then all of a sudden, you know, well, the disco era kind of destroyed it. You know, it ruined it. The disco era. You know, well, you know, disco had its moments. You know, but then hip hop came along. But you know,
became the popular.
You know, but then you got neo soul. But it's just if you just you know, and the way that you spit on the mic, it goes well with the soul component of it. You know, so tell us about the show next Sunday on the 22nd.
The 22nd. We're gonna have my theatrical concert, DANAMI.
DANAMI.
You know, so continue to add to the whole, you know, brand of, you know, me as a soul artist.
So what does theatrical concert mean? What does that mean?
So,
you got like a play and shit?
Yeah. So there's part acting and there's part actual concert.
That's tight.
So you get to see the story unfold as I transition from a hip hop artist into a soul artist, and you see the opposition that I like face within the last year or two, and then you see me rise above that and come out on the end. So yeah.
How many of your tracks will be on the DANAMI? For the new album that you have coming out pretty soon.
So the project, the new record is called Before the Wait EP, and it has 6 songs. And DANAMI is just the theatrical concert, which is celebrating the release of Before the Wait. But at DANAMI, I'll be performing like all 6 songs in addition to some other ones.
Cool.
Yeah, because I take it back to when I was playing to 2 tracks, and now I'm playing with my 7-piece band with a 3-piece horn section inside of it.
That's what's up. You got live instrumentation.
Yeah, man, I told you, man, it's the soul, man.
Motherfuckers better listen. Right here. We're bringing it back. DANAMI. March 22nd. What time?
At 4:30, get there at 4 o'clock for social hour, complimentary drinks and snacks provided by your boy and the DANAMI committee. Yep.
How much are the tickets?
Tickets is $20. You also get a copy of my record, 6 songs, plus 3 bonus songs that's only on the physical copy.
I'm going.
You already got your ticket.
That's right. I told you I'm going.
See, he's going. He's not just talking, he's going. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You know, and I don't even need liquor to be there.
No, it's going to be super dope, man. Like, my mom's, my grandma, my little brother, they all flying in from Detroit to see this, So,
that's tight, man.
And this is their first time ever seeing me like perform in
live.
this light, Like, they seen me grow over the last 8 years via the internet. Like, my little brother's probably one of my biggest fans. Like, you put on any one of my YouTube videos and, like, he knows it word by word.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super dope to have them, gonna be in a crowd, like watching me rock out, watching the people gravitate towards me, get to see like a conversation and a respect level of that, someone that likes my music and vibes off my music.
Yeah, man.
So it's gonna be super dope, man.
Absence make the heart grow. Founder is a liar. I can tell he or she haven't felt love a week. Which true love don't expire, but inspire more bliss. That my desire wrote this. I keep my eyes open to capture these moments we spend together. Feels heaven, don't want it to end.
Doesn't matter where, anywhere you go, I'm there. I wanna be by your side always. Doesn't matter where, name a place that I'm in. I wanna be by your side always.
give me love back. You gotta love that. Now if I give it to you, can you give me love back? I'm not talking about a 60-40 love. No, a 70-30, but a 50-50 love. Regardless of your financial setbacks, being unable to pay when the check came or when the rent due. Money comes, money goes, that's what it do, girl. Don't stress the issue. Plus, it's not a price to the love you give me, girl. You send me swinging, I'm singing. The joy in my heart languish outweighs the anguish when I'm not thinking the Lord for the good we have. People pray for a love like this. Take the good with the bad. On your side is where I would crash. Then awake to breakfast and bath. I value time next to you, true. My Valentine, that be true. My dream girl, that came true. It's a joy, whatever you want me to do.
Anywhere you go, I'm there. I wanna be by your side always. Doesn't matter when, name a place that I'm in. I wanna be by your side always.
You gotta love that. Now if I give it to you, can you give me love back? Give me love back. You gotta love that. Now if I give it to you, can you give me love back? I'm not talking about a 60-40 love. No, a 70-30, but a 50-50 love.